7th level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits.
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really let casting wardrobe? Y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not gonna see it. We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, "Baby, you ate on this first date. You giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins." That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was gonna, I thought Lil Murder was gonna turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lube and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Vanzant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Get me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have some blue thongs or blue, jock strap, something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Well, hello. We're here. Why do I have the urge to break out into, for those fans of the Broadway musical and movie Wicked, I mean, all I have playing in my head is good news. He's dead. The wicked West is dead. The wickedest wish that ever was. The enemy of all us, he read us. He's dead. Good news. Baby, listen. What did y'all want me to do over here? What did y'all expect to see? We sure gonna get into it, but please don't look for me to be over here with thoughts and prayers and think. Matter of fact, let me change the title because when I made this video, when I made the video, we didn't know what was going on. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Change it. I mean, what do y'all want from me? I need to just go ahead and pull that. Right. Just pull, but I need to pull that scene from Wicked. I need to pull the scene from The Wiz. Can you feel the brand new day? How can you feel the Brand new day. Ow. I need to do all of that. All of it. All of it. But we gonna go ahead and think about we gonna do the things and we gonna report on it. Go ahead and hit the like button, share the video out, let the people know that we are here and we're gonna cover this like only we can. It's a whole lot of people about to try to wax political and try to do their best to cover these things. This is what we do over here. Okay? And we're going to cover it as only we can. Okay? Mm. Mm. That's good. Let me say hey to y'all. I ain't even said hi. Hey, DPG, The Informed, Demetria. Hey, everybody. Cassandra. Hey, Tracy C. What's going on? Janae, what is up? Janae with the Y, Janae with 2 E's. How are you, beautiful? Both Janaes are here. That's the second Doublemint twins right there. The original is Tracy W and Tracy C. Universal Goddess, Sockby Say My Love. Hey, Catherine Powell. Tamara, what's good, beautiful? Hey, Opal. It's a lot of news today, Opal. I ain't gonna even hold you, Opal. I have a packed and bloated dossier today. I had to just start taking stuff out as this Charlie Kirk stuff started coming out. I just know I'm not gonna have enough time to cover everything. Hey, Vintage 1970, what's going on? What's going on? Jeannie, what's going on? Hey, friend. Hey, Ravine. What's going on, Ravine? Crazy homebody girl, you won't get none of that over here, honey. None of it. None of it. Won't. So Jeff, what's good? How's the Beehive going? Y'all know that's our resident that's our resident executive board member and member of the board of trustees of the Beehive. Antonia, hey, beautiful. I don't know what Tracy W at Universal Goddess. Hey, crazy homebody girl. Terrence, what's good, bruh? What is up? Ciao. Terrence said, what we having for dinner? Baby, I cooked them turkey necks last night, y'all. Oh, I cooked about 8 of them. I ate like 4 of them yesterday. Oh my God, it was seasoned to perfection. It was so good. They were soft. The meat just fell off the bone. The carrots, the potatoes. I'm a celery guy, so I had celery in there. That banana shallot did something. Baby, listen, I'm gonna eat the other 4 tonight. It's gonna be so good. Hey, Lock Queen, what's going on? Ciao. Didn't we finally get one, baby? We kept having these people escape. Nah, bitch. We got one finally. Dude. We'll get there. Hey, Candace F. Oh, don't worry, Terrence. We will get there. I'm just being honest. We'll get there. Hey, Tarshell Boo. Everybody seems like they're in such a great mood today. I wonder why. Child. Ronald. Child, you got up from on top of somebody's son long enough to be over here, sir? I'm all right, Terry. How you doing today, boo? Is you good? Are you good over there, Terry? Because I ain't seen you in a couple of days. We've been missing you, Terry. You know, we be looking for you, girl. We be looking for you, Terry. Precious Jewel, how you doing today? Hey, NK Universe. Child, you came on the right day, honey. Sweet Pea, what's good? I ain't seen you in a couple of days either. Maybe I'll just be missing you, Sweet Pea. Where you been? Where you been at, Sweet Pea? Been skipping class lately? Speaking of all the way sauntering along the streets, traversing the streets, all the way from the ghetto, talking about the ghetto, the ghetto. We have Chef Don Don. Hey, Chef. Hey, Chef Donica, Iman, Dupree, Davenport, Chanel, Givenchy. What's going on, Chef Don Don? What you listen, Chef Don Don, I know they done already tapped you. I mean, the man ain't even been dead that long. They done tapped you to do the food down to the repast. And wait, you gonna be doing the food for the wake of the repast? Because I know you are so verklempt, so touched in your soul that you just felt from the unction and utterance from your soul that you should go on around there and help the family, as the Kirk family, as they grieve by making. I know you're gonna be over there cooking the food for the wake and the repast with the new oils and stuff, the new EVOO, the new extra virgin olive oils that we got. Mm-hmm. L&V, what's going on, boo? Hey, Felicia. Hey, Bama girl. Montrez, what's good, bruh? Hero! 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 Hey, hey. Hey, hey. What's going on, Hero? It's real out here in these streets. Well, wait a minute. Who is this Dee Dee? Hey, hello, Dee Dee. We already have a Dee Dee. That's our good Demetria. But we're going to say hello to you too, Dee Dee. Hey. Child. You got blood orange mark. Child. Hey, Gigi. What's going on? Y'all, we about to have a good time. You got your fans and smelling salts. Don't fade on. Okay, I'll do the best I can. Child. I mean, I'm not in a good mood or anything. I mean, I'm not happy or anything. Hey, butterfly, beautiful. Oh, that sounds good, but I don't know. Cube steaks with gravy, mashed potato, green beans, and okay. Hey, Rosanda, what's going on, sweetheart? Chef be holding y'all hostage. I bet he do. That sounds about right. Hey, Tracy W. The people was wondering where you was, Tracy W. They sure was asking about you. We glad to see you up in the chat. You all right today, boo? Child. Oh. Hey, Yana, you ain't like, we ain't even started yet, okay? We ain't even started yet. Anyway, yes, we're here. Samira, what's going on, boo? Samira already doing shouting for Jesus. Yes, the news has confirmed. No, the news has confirmed. We about to get to that now. I'm just trying to say hello to everybody. Child, you about to tell these red beans and rice turkey, these red beans and rice, turkey legs, and cornbread. Oh, I could go for a good turkey leg right now. Oh, child, really be. We may need an extra few minutes, really be, because we're gonna be over here for a while. We got a lot to talk about today, really be. Really be. You might have to give us an extra 15 to 20 minutes today. We're gonna need all that time today. It's gonna take us about a good 45 minutes to get through the first story. Well, I guess it's time. Larry, come on, Larry. We ready. Larry, come on, Larry. Larry got on that good choir robe today, too. I'm not doing this with you, Ronald. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you, Ronald. Child. Larry said he got on his good choir robe today to sing to sing for y'all today. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the late great Larry Myers to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
Oh God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So now, I want to fight. that he gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe
Major sugar spike.
they shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. Thank you, Larry. Well, we start the Sugar Spike segment with some news. We ladies and gentlemen, it is with great joy and excitement that I must announce the untimely assassination, otherwise timely assassination, of none other than Charlie Kirk. Now, I know that some of you all, this is the point where I'm supposed to offer prayers and condolences. This is the point where I am supposed to say, we don't want any bloodshed. We don't want people to die. This was all preventable if they would just go along with some of the policies that we have in place to stop and prevent this. This is where I'm supposed to insert and interject that. However, all I have is this. Woo! Well-known bigot, racist, misogynist, homophobe, xenophobe, discriminatory piece of shit. Charlie Kirk has been murdered, killed, gunned down at the age of 31. What do y'all want from us? Again, what the fuck do you want from us? And let's be clear. Anybody on the left that's trying to call you, talk to you, and say that you're being insensitive, or you need to be sending thoughts and prayers and condolences, and we don't condone violence, even though this young man was condoning violence against us. This is what I have to say to these people.
This
Okay? This is what I have to say to those people.
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch.
I'm just saying. I'm a single little ditty for you.
Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch. Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? What the fuck? Bitch.
Okay? That's all I got for you. Don't come over here telling me to be sympathetic and empathetic, telling me to think about the family and all of that shit. I ain't built that way. That bitch wasn't think about my family. That bitch wanted me and my whole family dead. So when you come over here telling me that we shouldn't be over there gleeful and glad and shouting for Jesus, that this man is dead, all I got for you is
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch.
that's it. That's all. I'm just saying. Hey, Sharice. Hey, Shay. Listen. The people still in the chat shout. Hold on. Somebody's still over there shouting. Somebody over there rolling on the floor. Child, I see y'all over there rolling on the floor. Just rolling on the floor. Not tots and pears. Ow! Tots and pears to the family. Child. Baby, listen. I don't have nothing. Listen, I have nothing, honey. Listen, Ravine, I understand that. And the members of the delegation that is over there in the corner praying, y'all continue to pray and pray my strength in the Lord, because I need y'all to help me, because God is still working on me in that area. Because when you over there saying that black people should be murdered, that black people don't need to exist or have a place, that members of the LGBTQ community should be subject to murder and death. This is what this man has said. Do not look for me to be wishing the best for these people. I don't have it to do. Ain't he on time, God? Yes, he is. Hey, Complex 613. Yeah, they don't have this shit. Let me give the update. Let me do the right thing. The man, hey, Quake, the man felt that black people deserved slavery, that black people should be killed. The man felt that members of the LGBTQ plus community should be tortured and killed. He was literally on a tour through college campuses speaking about his hatred of black people, literally at the moment of death. You don't look for me to be over here. Don't look for me to be over here praying and thoughts and prayers for him and his family. I have nothing, honey. Nothing. I have a song for him. Do we need to sing the song again?
Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch. Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? What the fuck? Bitch.
I don't know what y'all want from me. I don't be knowing what y'all want from me. I'm doing the best I can. Hey, Uncle Jay. Baby, the man hated us with every fiber of his soul. And Tanya says she still need to get her runner. Hold on. Tanya says she still got a praise in her belly. Hold on. I mean, I don't know what y'all want from me. I mean, I challenge you. Go Google. Hey, lovely, true red. Google Charlie Kirk. Go sample it. I want you to go sample it. Put some of that mess in the chat that bastard used to put out there. He was vile. He was vile. Do not look for me to be sending up any thoughts and prayers. Chef Don Don said he was still over there feeling it. Feeling it! Got to let the people get a good praise in. Because I don't have nothing for I don't have no prayers and no thoughts for these people. I don't have no thoughts and no prayers for these people. Like Terrence said, tots and pears. Below DD, we over here, we waiting on the good. We would listen. When it happens, Below DD, and it's going to happen. When I tell you, we just gonna have a whole hour-long praise break. I'm gonna have we just gonna clear all of we just gonna clear all of the pews out of the sanctuary and just let y'all go ahead and let have all over the sanctuary. I'm just telling you what I know. I'm just telling you what I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, listen. The man actively wished death on people. I don't know what y'all want from me, but here's the story. Conservative activist Charlie Kirk, the CEO and co-founder of the conservative youth organization Turning Point USA, has died after being shot dead Wednesday, that's today, at an event at Utah Valley University. The shooter is still at large. Meanwhile, I should tell you that when the two Minnesota that Minnesota state senator, when she was shot and killed, her and her husband, and when the Minnesota state, the Minnesota state senator was the guy who got shot, like him and his wife got shot 17 times, but the state representative, she died, her and her husband, and he was over there celebrating, saying that's what this is what happens, and more people on the left need to be murdered. I'm just saying. Tarshell say she's still rolling on the floor. This for Tarshell. I had to do that for my sweetie Tarshell. She was still over there rolling on the floor. Hey, Bobbiana. Hey, Xavier. Ain't it a blessed day? Hey, Tawana. What's going on, boo? She can't process it. Baby, that's not my problem. I don't give a shit. Process alone. You can't process it. You're grieving. Oh, well, bitch. I'm just saying. Hey, V. Carter. Okay. We don't have no understanding. Isn't this what other countries do? No, this is what America does. And this is what America has been doing for decades now. The same Charlie Kirks of the world are the people who, when those of us on the sane and realistic side of these things have been saying, we need to take the guns off the fucking street. We need to rid ourselves of this divisiveness that there is in this country. He and his cronies and his fuck boys over there in their contingency have been over there stoking the flames of political violence, stoking the flames of people being assassinated and murdered. They've built this up. The man said he's willing to lose his life in order that people can continue to have guns on the streets. The man is on the record saying that when the state representative in Minnesota, when that woman was viciously murdered, that she deserved it. The man is on record saying that members of the LGBTQ plus community should be tortured and killed. The man says that black people deserve to be slaves, still should be slaves, and anyone that is black that is saying that they should not be slaves, or anyone trying to end slavery should have been put to death. That is what he said. I'm just saying. Don't look for me to have no there'll be no grieving over here. None. I'm just saying. Thank you for hitting the like button, Terry. Y'all hit the like button, please, and thank you. The man is vile. He's vile. Go ahead and take your residence on the 9th level of hell. I hope that as you are crossing the threshold right now, I hope that you I hope you make yourself comfortable on the fucking 9th level of hell. You rat bastard. Don't look for me to have no sympathy. I'm sorry. No ways, Chef Don. No ways tired. Yeah, right. The guns, remember, the guns are not the problem. The people are the problem, right? Xavier said, "This is the day that the Lord has made, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow." The man was vile. He's vile. Listen, there's not a single ounce of redeeming qualities that were over there. Do not look for me to be sending thoughts and prayers. He was vile. I mean, you openly promoted the death of black people, brown people, other minorities, the LGBTQ plus community. You said, matter of fact, I think I just saw Tracy post in the members only chat what he said.
Worth it. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year, so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal.
That's what he said again.
I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year, so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal.
Let me play it again.
I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year, so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal.
The man is vile. Listen, while you are crossing the threshold at your new residence in the 9th level of hell, sir, we're not going to be feeling no kinds of way. Do not look for me to feel no kinds of ways about it. Exactly, Terrence. While you're crossing that good threshold over there down, let me know how it is down to the 9th level of hell. I won't be by to visit. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Why don't you go on over there to Utah, Donald John? That ain't a red state. Remember, that ain't a blue state. You coming after all of the blue areas and blue states. Sir, he's in red ass Utah. Go over there. Where's the National Guard now for all of the violence, the vicious violence in Utah? Where is the National Guard? Send in the troops right now to help protect all of the people down to the Utah. Please, what about the violence in Utah? Right. Since you got all this to say about Chicago and DC and LA, what about the fact that your boy just got murdered down to the Utah? I'm just asking. According to him, it was worth the cost. His life was worth it, according to him, Bama girl. We don't feel no kinds of ways about it. Demetri, it's time to send the troops to Utah. You talking about Chicago? There are poor white people being murdered in the streets of Utah. Right? Mm. I'm just saying. Here we are. Here the fuck we are. Here the fuck we are. According to him, I was already disgusting before he got shot and killed. According to the man who's dead now, I was already disgusting. My black skin made me disgusting, sir. The fact that I am same gender loving made me disgusting, sir. So I've been disgusting for quite some time. Me celebrating his death, according to him, didn't make me disgusting. I already was. Hey, Brittany. I'm sure he's glad to be dead as he's, walking around and enjoying his new digs down in the 9th level of hell. Ain't they upset? They real mad Come through, trolls. We like y'all too. I mean, we going the hall monitors are gonna handle y'all. I'm just let's be clear. But come on out of hiding. Let us know you here, trolls. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. The hall monitor staff will certainly be here to take care of you. They said he was shot in the neck. He was speaking at a debate hosted by TPUSA. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was speaking at a debate. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There was already an online petition calling for the university administrators to bar him from appearing, but they allowed it anyway. The university issued a statement last week citing First Amendment rights and affirming, quote, its commitment to free speech, intellectual inquiry, and constructive dialogue, end of quote. They love all of this free inquiry and constructive dialogue unless you speak out against the genocide in Gaza or the what Israel is doing, and then they don't want any parts of your free speech, right? Now they had said earlier that they had caught the suspect. That wasn't him. Suspect is still at large. Mm-hmm. Here we are. If y'all want to do something about this, let's get to the table and talk about it. Let's really do something about it. But don't come over here all of a sudden with this Johnny come lately. Oh, this is horrible. We have to think about this when right wingers, Charlie Kirk, people over there on the right were celebrating the deaths and murders of people on the left. So if y'all want this to stop, please get the ball rolling with that. If y'all don't want us to celebrate the deaths of your people, how about you show us and demonstrate to us next time there's a death on our side? Because y'all don't have none of that energy when there's somebody here on our side. None. That he said he was willing to die for it, so maybe he was happy about it. I'm just saying. He didn't he, Tracy? Won't he do it? Hey, I'm just saying. There it is, Felicia. Murder is horrible, but what I'm saying is, I'm not laughing, Ravine, at the at murder. What I'm celebrating is the fact that he's no longer here. It didn't matter to me if he died in his sleep. It didn't matter to me if he had a heart attack. It didn't matter to me if he was shot. It didn't matter to me, you know, what it was. If he took his own life, it does not matter. As he's gone, that's all I need. The fact that he was murdered, hey, that's just, you know, poetic justice. He's the one that was saying he was willing to be murdered for so people could keep their First Amendment right. That's on him. How he exits the stage is of no consequence. I'm just glad he's exited. Because let's be clear, a lot of a lot of these horrible people have to exit this earth in order for things to start to turn around. Some of these people got to leave here. Some of these people are pure evil, and I am not going to feel some kind of way when evil is removed from this space and earth. That's it. That's all. The man went and was speaking for me and all of the people that look like me, all of the people that orientate like me to be murdered. I don't feel no kind of way. None. None at all. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Now, I don't wish nobody to be murdered. If they could all just go in their sleep, that'd be beautiful. I- Hey, I'd love for them to go in their sleep. Great, beautiful. But I don't know what nope, nope. Because guess what? What happens is with people like Charlie Kirk, right? When you are out there trying to say, "Oh, I'm going to pray for you, and I hope that everything," you know what they're doing? They're picking up guns and killing you first. That's what his faction of people are doing. When you go up to them and try to, speak well to them, do right by them, say, "Listen, I want to speak life into you. I want to pray for you." They will pick up a gun and murder you and walk away and say they were justified. These are the same people who say that the subjugation of entire groups of people because they're not white is okay and ordained by the man upstairs. I don't have nothing for them. Nothing. I have nothing good for them. Nothing. Nothing. He gone. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they're saying he's a martyr right now. I'm sure that they have now turned Charlie Kirk into a martyr. Please be clear. There are going to be statues and signs and all time. Oh my God. The way he's going to be martyred at this point. He's going to become a patron fucking saint of these yet to be United States of America in the eyes of MAGA. I'm just saying. Oh well, these things happen. These things happen. Here we are. Right. It's so and it's so interesting, Chimera, how these news outlets try to wax sentimental and try to paint these people and glorify these people as if they were pillars of the societies, right? Try to paint these people out as if they were not vile, decrepit people. Because you die, that does not change you or morph who you were into some great person. The man was vile. That's it. That's all. You want me to celebrate him? Next thing you know, you're looking for me to celebrate President Woodrow Wilson, right? The same way they celebrate the Confederates who actively fought against their own country to keep slaves. This is who they're celebrating. We here have been actively for decades now saying that we have a fucking problem with gun violence, that there's a problem with the political divisiveness. And you know what Charlie Kirk did? This guy, he stoked the flames. He was on the record saying, "I don't want to make peace with the other side. They will never be right. We're not going to be a good country till we get rid of them all." He was advocating for people's deaths if they did not agree with him. He was advocating for the death of anyone that was not white, male, Christian, heterosexual, and rich. And if you were happen to be a white woman, you were only good for being his life-size fleshlight, living fleshlight, and that's it. That's all. My thoughts and my prayers and my condolences came decades upon decades, year after year, fussing, kicking, screaming, trying to speak sense into these people. And you know what they did? They, in the last 8 years or so, these people have doubled down. They haven't even tried to even look at our side and come at our side. Rather, they've gone further extremists, further to the right. They have literally advocated for the death of entire populations of people. That's what they've done. Here we are. Here the fuck we are. So when he and others like him that wish nothing but death on others, you dead and gone, beautiful, great. Another cancer has been removed. I'm just saying. See, Gigi just said it was. I'm thinking she's saying there was a high school shooting in Colorado. We've been trying to do something about. I don't even have a problem with people that want to have adverse political viewpoints. My problem is these people who are here stoking the flames of political violence. My problem is the people who say, yeah, we need to get these people out of here. We need these people to die. We need to kill these people off because we want a pure white nation. That is the white racist bastards that we're dealing with. I'm just saying. That's what we're dealing with, people. Hall monitors, I know y'all gonna have to work hard today. Y'all, hall monitors, y'all gotta walk heavy today. Walk heavy today, hall monitors. Walk the halls heavy. Walk the halls heavy. Because you know the people are here. The trolls are here, and we're here for them. He gone. It's so funny that on a day where I have so much. Listen, this happens on a day where the news cycle is packed, y'all. I got so much to discuss today, so much news today that I can't even get to. But CNN and all of these other places that are going to try to, thread the needle and try to make him out to now be some type of martyr, to now be the type of figure that others should follow after. I already see how they're going to do this, how he rose to success and became a leader within the MAGA movement, how he instantly made himself into a millionaire, and how he was this beloved figure amongst the right. I mean, this is what we're about to deal with. We saw it with the Kyle Rittenhouse situation. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I ain't even worried about it, because the hall monitor, I have great hall monitors. The hall monitors, they know how to flex when they need to flex. I ain't even worried about it. The trolls, they ain't gonna do too much. The hall monitors are awesome at what they do, and they are here. So if the trolls want to come out, they pick the right day, because we got a day where the hall monitors are walking, and they're walking heavy. They're here. They got it. Don't worry. Child. 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 You know, they're gonna be right. They're gonna be putting the flag at half, staff, and all kind of shit. Child. I know Jason was somewhere giving the people the business. I already know how Jason was trolling the people. I already know. Listen, I ain't even worried. Tracy Chappelle and the hall monitors, Tracy, Xavier, Harold, Yana, Jason. The hall monitors are here. Shout out. I saw Tanya in the building. Shout out to the hall monitors. Working hard today. Hall monitors, let your presence be known. Just say hey to the people, hall monitors. Hey, as you snipe people from the clouds and the bushes. I mean, is it too soon to say that the hall monitors are sniping people? Is it too soon already? Because so Jeff, look at all of the hall monitors flexing. We good over here. they be taking people out from the bushes. Like what? You want it? Come get it. Hall monitors are in here flexing like what? Sniping. Shout out to the hall monitors. I know DPG in the back over there taking them out. Go join your friend Charlie Kirk. Go join him. Hey, busy. busy. I'm gonna do this. You know what? Because busy is joining us. I saw busy because busy is joining us. We got to do a shout for busy. This for busy. Busy wasn't over there on the floor. Busy was over there in that lime green, that highlighter green yellow suit over there, getting his praise on. I love you too, Busy. Over there getting his shout on, baby. Busy saw that thing come across the crawl on his phone. Listen, when Busy saw the crawl on his phone, said that young man was shot, Busy did one of these. Child, that's what Busy did when he saw that news break across his phone at the bottom. Hey! My boy hit it. Now here he go. Now here they go with this foolishness, right? Don't come up in here, Uncle Jay, and Busy with that blue foolishness. Do not come over here. Oh, I know. Hey, I know, Busy. Busy took off running at it. Took off running. Listen. We have Terrence already told us we have tots and pairs. That's all. We have tots and pairs. No thoughts, no prayers. We have Terrence told us we have tots and pairs. That's it. That's all. Oh, we do have 45 minutes. We done been over here singing, can you feel the brand new day? Can you see the brand new day? We've been over here doing that for the last 45 minutes. Between that and good news, he's dead. The Wicked West is dead. The wickedest which there ever was, the enemy of all us, he read us, he's dead. Good news. Let us be glad. Let us be grateful. Come on, Kirsten Chenoweth. Let us be glad. Let us be grateful. Ciao. Child, I think I have a half-eaten peppermint bottom of my book bag. We are getting the rest of the dossier. Harold say we don't need the rest of the dossier. Can we just sit here and enjoy the fact that the man is gone? Harold, we got a dossier that we got to get through. They're going to blame the Mormons. They're going to blame the Mormons. They're going to blame the Mormons. We do have a dossier to get through, y'all. We got to get through the dossier. We got a lot of politics to talk about today. We do. It's a packed dossier, right? Ravine said we need to do right, and we need to send our thoughts and prayers to his family, friends, and loved ones. No, don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man, and I'm not doing this with you, guys. I cannot. That's what I just said, Symmetry. Where's the National Guard? Send the troops to fucking Utah. Okay? There's so much violence. These people are just violent, right? Ciao. I guess we have to get to the rest of the dossier. There is other news going on. Can I just get one more shot? One more shout out. We got to get to the rest of the Sugar Spike segment. So let me reintroduce the Sugar Spike segment. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the late, great Larry Myers yet again to help us usher in not our praise break segment, but the real, the real Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So long, well, I want to fight. Daddy gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. Thank you, Larry. So, in other sugar spiky news, we got a few stories that we have to go across the waters and we have to talk about some international stuff because there are a lot of things happening, y'all, international. I mean, just to be serious, there's a great deal of things happening internationally that we do need to concern ourselves with because there's a lot of war and unrest going on internationally. And at some point, we are going to be enthralled with actual troops in some of what's going on internationally. So I do want to bring you up to speed on what's going on internationally. Now, the man who you see right there, that is Qatari Prime Minister. Well, I can't think of this man's name. Hold on, let me get this man's name for y'all. I pulled up the wrong story, didn't I? Yep. Pulled up the wrong thing. Hold on. That is that's why I couldn't that's why I didn't see it. Sorry about that. That is Qatari Prime Minister Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani. There you go. Yeah, that's Qatari Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani. Say that 1,000 times. He vowed yesterday. Now, let me bring you up to speed. Israel struck Doha, Qatar. Okay. Israel struck Doha, Qatar, right? Because Israel knows that the leaders of Hamas are not in Gaza. If you really go and ask the leaders of Hamas, they really don't really want a lot to do with Gaza, but they're keeping, but they still are over there just to be a pain in Israel's asshole. But they really, if they could, they would just not have no parts of the Gaza Strip. But Israel is using that. I told y'all Israel don't really want Gaza. Israel wants the West Bank. That's what they really want, the West Bank. That's a whole nother story. However, the leaders, the actual real leaders of Hamas have been in Qatar for some time. They are in Doha. So Israel strikes Qatar, a sovereign country across the Middle East, strikes Qatar because they are trying to kill the leaders, the political leadership of Hamas, right? Mind you, they didn't kill them. And now you've struck a sovereign nation, Qatar, the same Qatar where we have huge military bases, U.S. military bases, right? And so you just thought that Qatar was just going to sit back and be okay with it and just be like, oh, okay, just let them. No. The Israeli prime minister was on record. He was not happy. He said, quote, the state of Qatar is committed to act in a decisive way with anything that would target its territories and will reserve the right to retaliate and will take all the needed measures to retaliate. End of quote. He went on to say that his minister of state will convene a meeting today to, quote, review all policies and directives in order to deter such actions and measures in the future so that it cannot happen again. End of quote. Oh, he wasn't done. He spoke to news outlets and the translator said, quote, I think that we have reached a decisive moment. There should be retaliation from the whole region in the face of those barbaric actions that only reflect one thing. It reflects the barbarism of this person that is leading the region, unfortunately, to a point where we cannot address any situation and we cannot repair anything and we cannot work within the frameworks of international laws. He just violates all those international laws, end of quote. And that's what the prime minister was saying with regard to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Israel, who feels emboldened because the United States has made him feel emboldened and given him unabridged, unfettered access to do whatever he wants to give. They've given him money, they've given him armament, they've looked the other way. Matter of fact, more than just look the other way, they've encouraged his fuck shit. Yep. They're saying that Israel's attack killed 6 people of Hamas who were negotiating a ceasefire deal brokered by the U.S. and other Gulf countries, but they did not kill Hamas political leadership. Mhm. They also killed a Qatari citizen who was helping out with security there. Mhm. Yep. Now, Doha, if I'm not mistaken, I believe is the largest city in Qatar. Somebody will correct me on that. But let's be clear. No, that I was just about to get there, Terrence. This doesn't just involve Qatar. This involves other nations within that area because Israel has to cross other nations with these missiles in order to get to Qatar. A mess. The Saudis are not happy. Qatar is not happy either, and the Department of State, the State Department, is not happy either because now this is a whole shit show and mess that Benjamin Netanyahu has started and has stoked the flames of. That's going to reel the United States into this Middle Eastern war. This is going to happen. Benjamin Netanyahu, let's be clear, he is only happy when he's at war because he knows he's very unpopular amongst the citizenry of Israel. He's not a popular figure. And them being at war basically entrenches him and keeps him in power. Him, his sycophants and acolytes, and his little do boys that he have over there. Mm-hmm. Thank you, DPG. Doha is the capital of Qatar. So Qatar is not happy. The State Department is having to release statements and so forth, distancing themselves from this. The Israeli Prime Minister is on the record saying that this act pretty much cemented that none of the other hostages are going to be released. That's what he said. This is his exact quote. I think that what Netanyahu has done yesterday, he just killed any hope for those hostages. End of quote. And that's coming from the Qatari Prime Minister. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Qatari's defense minister, who's ironically his name is Israel Katz, he warned, quote, Qatari's long arm will act against its enemies anywhere. There is no place where they can hide. Everyone who took part in this will be accountable. That's what he said. I ain't got nothing to do with it. End of quote. Now, the State Department has condemned the attack. Our State Department has condemned it. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has condemned it, as well as several leaders all over the world have condemned what Israel has done. But this is par for the course. They condemn what Israel does. They talk about this. Oh, it's so bad, and they don't do nothing. They don't do anything. Well, Qatar says they're here for it. We'll monitor the situation, but that's not our only international news. Russia sent drones into Polish airspace, and the Polish Poland and members of NATO had to shoot down said drones. Now Poland is invoking Article 4. The Polish Prime Minister, Donald Tusk, called the incursion, quote, a large-scale provocation, end of quote, and formally invoked Article 4's mutual defense clause to convene a NATO discussion regarding the event and to determine how the allies within NATO might respond. He's on record saying, quote, this is the first time in this war that drones did not come from Ukraine as a result of errors or minor Russian provocations. For the first time, a significant portion of the drones came directly from Belarus. End of quote. Why is that important? Belarus is a neighbor of both Ukraine and Poland. Belarus is an ally of Russia. Belarus gives Russia unfettered access, gives Russia support. Normally, when these drones encroach on Polish airspace, there may be, you know, some type of technological error in a flight pattern or something, and they veer off a little bit, but they always come out of Ukrainian airspace because those drones are coming from Russia attacking Ukraine, and they're coming from Ukrainian airspace. But the fact that the bulk, and they said there was well over a dozen drones that had to be shot down, well over a dozen. The fact that the bulk of them came from Belarus means that this was not this was not regular. This had to come because in order to get to fly through Belarus, that means that remember, Russia is a neighbor of Ukraine. Ukraine neighbors Russia, its borders across the Russian borders. Russia borders Ukraine. So if Russia really wanted to hit uh, um, Ukraine, it could go straight into Ukraine across the border, or if they want to hit from the north, they could go through Belarus. But the fact that they crossed all the way through Belarus and went over into Polish airspace, Poland said, yeah, we're not here for no parts of that shit. They shot the drones down. Europe says now the war is escalating. They are on record. Europe is sending troops. The Netherlands said that they had to use some of their F-32 fighter pilots in order to shoot down some of the drones because, like I said, there were well over a dozen. It's escalating over there, and I'm not sure uh, uh, um, whether or not this administration is prepared for this. You went over there, you stroked the ego of Vladimir Putin over in Alaska. You stroked his dick. You basically massaged his ego, and he went over there and gave you his ass to kiss. I'm sorry, F-35. Thank you, Terrence. And what did he do? Now he's encroaching on the airspace of NATO allies. And Europe is preparing to assist Poland in defending itself. You know, I've been saying that, The Informed. I told you one way or another, fuck bitch, Pete Hegseth is going to find himself in a war. Pete Hegseth is nutting on himself at the thought of being a wartime DefSec. And the fact that we are so imminently on the cusp of war in several areas, Pete Hegseth is literally having to wear a diaper because he's coming and nutting all over himself all day, every day at the thought of being a wartime DefSec. Mm-hmm. I gotta move on. But I just want you to know that in more international news, I gave you the story about the ICE raid where 475 people were detained. 300 plus of them were South Korean nationals who were here legally. Well, South Korea, I told you, they sent an airplane saying, let us take our people back. Well, now South Korean officials said that the departure of the South Korean nationals has become, quote, difficult, end of quote. And they're saying that it's difficult because the circumstances on the U.S. side. South Korean Foreign Ministry, the South Korean Foreign Ministry is still working with American officials to get its citizens out of the U.S. as soon as possible. However, they're saying that the circumstances and situation surrounding it is becoming increasingly difficult, and that the U.S. is giving them basically grief and issues having their citizens go back. If y'all want them out of the country, that country sends a plane saying, "Give us our people." Where's the issue? Where's the problem? Now, one of the issues is transporting of these South Korean nationals to the airport so that they can board this plane and go back home. One of the disagreements surrounding this is that ICE says, oh, well, they want to have these people handcuffed and the detainees handcuffed until they reach the airport. And South Korea said, these people ain't did nothing wrong. They're not criminals. They don't need to be handcuffed. And they're saying that they have chosen to voluntarily depart this country. They were not here on expired visas. They were not here illegally at all. And another part of the issues is they're trying to bar those South Korean nationals from ever coming back when they never did anything wrong. It's a lot to do with this, and it is cratering our relationship that we have with South Korea, because South Korea is a very important ally in that area. South Korea, we have ask anybody in the military how much of a presence the United States has in South Korea. You'd be let me tell you, we have such a presence in South Korea. They are an intricate ally because they are right there next to Russia, right there next to China, right there next to North Korea. Exactly. And we talked about that yesterday, Candace. These South Korean nationals were here training American citizens in to do specialized technological jobs with the Hyundai factory there. But here we are. Yana say her husband was stationed there for 4 years. Mm, a mess. A damn mess. But that's the situation with South Korea. Cash App, why, sir? I don't give a fuck how you feel, sir. Your mama named you Cash App. I'ma call you Cash App. Don't look for me to call you Cash. Your mammy named you Cash App, so you gonna be Cash App. Cause somebody got in my comments, why you call him Cash App? Cause his mama named him Cash App. Don't look at me. There are at least 2 battalions of infantry and an entire Air Corps from the Air Force there. Yeah, I mean, huge military presence there. Huge military presence. Demetrius said her stepdad was stationed in South Korea for 3 years. It's so common for the military to be stationed in South Korea has a huge military presence. So common for people to be deployed to South Korea. Well, Cash App is in the news. Reported. What does that mean, Autumn? We're reporting what? The fact that I called him Cash App. Report on. Report on. Cash App is in the news. Why is Cash App in the news? Where am I at? 3 former high-ranking FBI agents are suing Director Cash App Patel in a suit seeking reinstatement to their posts, saying they were fired as a part of a retribution campaign directed by highest levels of the Trump administration. Brian Driscoll, who served as acting director before Patel was confirmed, rebuffed early requests to turn over a list of all agents who worked on January 6 cases. He was fired in August, as was Steve Jensen, the assistant director in charge of the Washington field office, and Spencer Evans, the special agent in charge of the Las Vegas field office. The 68-page lawsuit alleges that Kashyap Patel and others, quote, initiated a campaign of retribution against plaintiffs for what defendants deemed to be a failure to demonstrate sufficient political loyalty. His decision to do so degraded the country's national security by firing 3 of the FBI's most experienced operational leaders, each of them experts in preventing terrorism and reducing violent crime. End of quote. The lawsuit alleges the firings appear to have been ordered by people higher up in the Trump administration. Driscoll in the suit said Patel failed to dispute that characterization in a conversation the two had, during which Patel said he knew the firings were likely illegal. According to the lawsuit, also, quote, Patel explained that he had to fire the people his superiors told him to fire because his ability to keep his own job depended on the removal of the agents who worked on cases involving the president, end of quote. This shit is so fucking illegal. This shit is so fucking illegal. So basically, CashApp is on record saying, hey, bruh, you got to get fired. I got to fire you because the people above me say I got to fire you. Ain't no reason, but I got to fire you. A mess. A damn mess. Well, I hope you could get Skank Bondi to help you out with this and the Justice Department to help you out, sir, because they're suing you. In some good sugar spiky news, that's our girl Lisa Fisher, one of the governors for the federal for the Fed, one of the Fed governors, the governors for the board of governors for the Fed, I should say. Well, a federal judge yesterday granted a temporary restraining order blocking President Trump's firing of Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook. The ruling means she will remain on the board of the central bank until her case is heard at length. She is allowed to continue carrying out her work during that time. In granting the order, U.S. District Judge Gia Cobb said that, quote, the court will enter an injunction directing Fed Chair Jerome Powell and the Board of Governors to allow Cook to continue to operate as a member of the board for the pendency of this litigation. The public's interest in Federal Reserve independence weighs in favor of Cook's reinstatement. That independence is critical in helping the nation's banking system to promote stability. End of quote. I'm glad that we got some temporary good out of this. We still have to wait for the complete litigation of this this case, but they're saying the woman, you can't fire her. Not yet till this whole case is done. She will be going back to the Fed Board of Governors. She will continue her acting in her official capacity and her duties. Go somewhere and fuck yourselves. We're glad that this beautiful black queen can remain there. Oh God. And then there's this bitch, Caroline Levitt. So over the weekend, the right has been losing their minds. There was there was an immigrant who was killed on a bus, right? A Ukrainian immigrant that was killed on the bus, right? Now, I'm going to call, because y'all call any Latinx or Hispanic person an immigrant a horrible person. Anybody from the Caribbean, an immigrant and a horrible person. The Haitians, they don't get to be refugees. They're horrible, violent, criminal immigrants, right? Everybody that has some melanin in their skin are fucking violent immigrants, right? But this white woman who is for, and I am not doubting that she absolutely is a Ukrainian refugee, but there are refugees in this country from multiple countries that are actual refugees as well, that y'all don't seem to want to cast in that same light. So when this woman was because of the untimely death of this white woman, Caroline Levitt felt some type of way. Caroline, here's what she said.
Today, I would like to address the tragedy that has not received nearly enough media attention, the brutal murder of Irina Zarutska. Here are the facts that many outlets have shamefully and intentionally failed to report until President Trump drew attention to it. On August 22nd, Irina Zarutska was stabbed to death on the rail system in Charlotte, North Carolina by a savage career criminal. This is a public transportation system that many in the area use every single day to go to school and work. Irina was on the train that night traveling home from her job at a pizzeria, still in uniform from her shift. This beautiful, innocent 23-year-old young woman was a Ukrainian refugee who had recently fled her country for a chance at a safer life and a promising new beginning here in the United States of America. But tragically, a public transportation system in a major American city was more dangerous than the active war zone that she left. The president and the entire White House are praying for her family and friends during this unimaginably difficult time. But while we extend our thoughts and prayers, we must also seek justice for this crime and call attention to this heinous incident. Surveillance video of the killing was finally released to the public this past Friday. It shows the alleged killer, DeCarlos Brown Jr., pull out a knife, get up from his seat behind Irina, and prepare to thrust a blade into her neck before the released footage gets cut. This is pure evil on full display. The most enraging and unacceptable part of this story is that her death was entirely preventable. DeCarlos Brown never should have been on that train that night. In fact, he should have been behind bars. DeCarlos Brown has been charged with crimes no fewer than 14 times, dating back to 2011, including for armed robbery, felony larceny, breaking and entering, and shoplifting. Brown had previously served 5 years in prison for a robbery with a deadly weapon charge, and he had also forfeited bonds 3 different times, twice in 2014 and once in 2023. Despite all of this past documented criminal history, when Brown was arrested yet again in January of this past year, a Democrat judge, who I will add was a strong supporter of former Vice President Kamala Harris, released this insane criminal once again without requiring him to pay any bail. He simply had to sign a written promise to return for his court hearing. Think about how crazy it is to ask a career criminal, someone who by definition repeatedly breaks the law, to just sign a written promise and come back again another day. This is madness. This monster should have been locked up, and Irina should still be alive. But Democrat politicians, liberal judges, and weak prosecutors would rather virtue signal than lock up criminals and protect their communities. And perhaps most shamefully of all, the majority of the media, many outlets in this room, decided that her murder was not worth reporting on originally because it does not fit a preferred narrative. Many of the journalists in this room spilled plenty of ink trying to smear Daniel Penny for defending a subway car from a deranged lunatic in New York City, but none of those same reporters lift a finger to write stories about an actual murderer.
Let me start here. First of all, DeCarlo Brown, we know it's already documented, was diagnosed schizophrenic. Parents have been trying to get the justice system and things to do involuntarily, have him committed. And if you know anything about that, right, that's a difficult process. I'm not condoning this murder. Absolutely, it's awful, horrible, horrendous that this woman had to lose her life. And I'm sure the wheels of justice will probably not be done right, because what the man needs is he needs mental help, psychiatric mental help, because he's a diagnosed schizophrenic. I'm going to start there. Let me put that to the side, right? You go on and on and on and on and on about this man shouldn't have been in this bus because he has all of these convictions that he's a career criminal. Hello, Miss Caroline Levitt, KK Caroline Levitt. You do realize that the man that you work for is also a career criminal. The man has 34 felonies. The man has mugshots. The man has felonies, multiple of them, dozens of them. So if we're being equitable, Miss Caroline Levitt, your boss is equally the same. Second, Caroline, you have no evidence who this judge voted for. There is nothing on record on who this judge voted for. If we're all about the wheels of justice doing what it's supposed to do and keeping hardened criminals behind bars, people should never see the light of day. Your raggedy ass boss that sits at 1600 Pennsylvania Boulevard should never be president. Right, ma'am? How the fuck Kamala get in this? You have no idea who the fucking judge voted for. You just want any I believe every night, you raggedy bitch, you get one off to saying Kamala's name every night. Like, I swear you nut on yourself every night saying the name of Kamala. Right? And then the most vile part of what this woman said was that part at the end about Daniel Penny and the fact that Daniel Penny got away and got off on murdering a black man on a New York subway. And you're celebrating and highlighting that, you raggedy ass bitch. This is what I'm talking about. Because these bitches come over here celebrating and highlighting the fact that they're gloating at the fact that they are murdering black people. Celebrating it. From the fucking White House press briefing room. Oh, that's them trying to overstep. This is a state situation and they're trying to overstep. I don't even see how. Hey, Angela, I don't know how, Ronald, this is going to become a federal situation. No, this is a state matter. They got a problem with cashless bail and all of that. This is a state matter, not a federal matter, ma'am. I'm just saying. Eat dirt and die trash. That's all I have for you, Caroline. In other sugar spike news, the results last night for that special election they had for Jerry Connolly's position went to Democrat James Walkinshaw, who's the Fairfax County Supervisor. Fairfax County Supervisor James Walkinshaw, a registered Democrat who you see there. He won the special election and will now get Jerry Connolly's seat. Also, if you live in the great state of Massachusetts, city of Boston, Michelle Wu won that primary last night as well. They had a primary for the Boston city mayor, and Michelle Wu, who's the incumbent, who's the sitting mayor, she won her primary last night too. Real quick on this story, because I'm not happy. I'm gonna try not to spike out about this story. This story is the story of this Oregon state representative. His name is what's this man's name? Cyrus Javadi. He says that he's leaving the Republican Party. And moving over to being a Democrat, citing that he has a gay son. And he said, quote, "I know many Republicans who still share my values, but the party apparatus is headed somewhere else entirely. It's not about governing. It's about burning things down. It's about isolating minority communities when politically convenient. It's about waiving the Constitution when it helps your argument and ignoring it when it doesn't. That's not conservative. That's opportunistic, and it corrodes everything it touches." End of quote. He also said, quote, then came the so-called book build. Republicans framed it as stopping pornography in school, ignoring the fact parents already can challenge any book. The real issue was whether kids gay kids like my son, black kids, Muslim kids could still find stories on shelves that reflect their lives. End of quote. He went on and on and on and on and on. Let me tell you why I have a problem with this. Because the Democratic Party has become engorged with more people like this. Now, let's be clear. He fits in with the Hakeem Jeffrieses of the world and the Chuck Schumers of the world and all of these establishment and centrist Democrats who, if you talk to me 15, 20 years ago, they would have been Republican. I don't need no more of these Republicans coming over here. None. Because that just adds to the count and the numbers of the centrist establishment Dems that are nothing but Republican light. That's it. That's all. Sir, you can stay your motherfucking ass over there. You were over there with them, voting with them. It was okay. Everything was okay until it hit your doorstep, until you had the gay son. And now all of a sudden you feel some kind of way. Oh, what about my son? You didn't give a damn when it was someone else's son or daughter or non-binary child. You didn't give a damn. You were willing to vote with these people. You were willing to conform to all of their political ideologies as long as it wasn't at your doorstep. And now all of a sudden you feel some kind of way. Fuck you and fuck your life. Where my girl to tell you how I feel about you?
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch.
That's how I feel about it. We don't need you. We don't want you. Right, like Universal God has said, stay your ass over there. We don't have this type of time. I told y'all we had a lot of stories today, and we spent a lot of time on celebrations. Texas A&M is in the news. The dean of Texas A&M University's College of Arts and Sciences and the head of the English department have been removed from those positions because a professor in the department dared to say there are more than two genders. The professor, Melissa McCool, has not been fired, although some politicians are calling for such action, and the U.S. Department of Justice plans to investigate the situation. Professor McCool drew objections from a student over a discussion of gender and sexuality in a children's literature class. The student, whose name has not been made public, told Professor McCool she wasn't sure it was legal to touch about this topic due to Donald Trump's executive order recognizing only male and female genders as assigned at birth and threatening federal funding to any institutions that embrace what his administration calls gender ideology. The exchange was recorded on cell phone video and posted on X by Republican State Representative Brian Harrison. The student also said the assertions that there are more than two genders goes against her religious beliefs and the beliefs of many others. Professor McCool replied that the student has a right to her beliefs, but is, quote, under a misconception that what I'm saying is illegal, end of quote. The professor added, quote, my gender isn't illegal, end of quote. It isn't clear if Professor McCool is transgender or cisgender. Professor McCool said she has the right and expertise to teach about the subject, and that if the student is uncomfortable in the class, she has the right to leave. The professor followed up with saying, quote, it's time for you to leave, end of quote. I do have the video. I do kind of want to show the video. I don't know how much time we have. I really, really want to give this story the legs that it needs. Okay. I'm going to reserve this story for tomorrow. Okay, y'all. I want to really give this story sound. So on Run Your Mouth tomorrow, this story, the Texas A&M story, as well as this story, I want to give more time. And just to let you know what this story is about. This story is about a 22-year-old baseball player who got a lightened sentence up in the state of Idaho, where there's involving a young girl who he was having sexual relations with allegedly when she was a minor. I want to be able to give that story and the previous Texas A&M story the space that it needs, because I do think we need to give it space. I want to give it the proper space. I do want you to see the video because this is getting out of control, and we're going to start to see more of this at more universities. And I really want, like I said, I really want to give this the space and bandwidth that it needs. So we're going to save those two stories for tomorrow. Okay, we'll save those two stories for tomorrow. As we belly flop out of the sugar spike segment and deeper into the dossier, Tracy C's favorite NFL player, Tyreek Hill, finds himself in the news. Well, why is he in the news? I'm glad you asked. The NFL is now investigating the domestic violence allegations that his wife Keita Vaccaro has made against him. The league initiated a investigation this week as a part of its standard policy, according to the NFL, and they're going to be investigating the validity of her domestic violence claims and allegations, and he could be facing possible suspensions. We'll monitor the situation and keep you up to speed. This story I'm also going to reserve for tomorrow. And I want to reserve this story for tomorrow because I want to be able to play. I believe that wholeheartedly, the Inform. I believe that wholeheartedly. And it's not a coincidence that it's in Texas at Texas A&M University. Oh, we're going to break all of that down tomorrow. Stay tuned tomorrow, the Inform, because I really want to break that down, that story, that Texas A&M story down tomorrow. I want to give this story space tomorrow as well, because I don't want to rush through this story. Now, if you don't know who this guy is, that's Tay Hilfiger, who made the song Juju on That Beat. Some of you all may know he is a OnlyFans person now. And that's not what I want to do. He put this post up, and it's talking about, I know you may not be able to read it, but it's talking about him being sexually assaulted as a child. It goes into deep, and having that be the explanation as to why he does and says some of the things that he does, and this needs the bandwidth that it deserves. So I'm going to reserve this story for tomorrow as well. I really want to give that story the space that it needs, and I don't have the time to do it today. Okay, so those three stories I know we're going to do tomorrow. In some sad news, Flo from Mel's Diner, whose actual name is Polly Holiday, she passed away at the age of 88. We are just learning that actress, she's in several movies, but we know her. I know her as Flo from Mel's Diner. She was also in The Parent Trap, Mrs. Doubtfire, Gremlins. She had she was on an episode or two of The Golden Girls and Home Improvement. But famed actress Polly Holiday passed away dead at the age of 88. May she rest in peace. We certainly send our thoughts, prayers, and condolences to her family, friends, and loved ones. In other news, the walking human cockroach, Kodak Black, finds himself in the news. Why? Because he's drinking cough syrup while driving down I-95 in the great city of Miami. Here's the video.
stand on a briefcase. That would say stand on a briefcase. Go to sleep. I'm sipping that drink raw. I'm sipping that drink raw. I'm in that drink raw. I'm sipping that drink raw. I'm in that drink raw. I'm in that raw. I'm in that drink raw. I'm sipping that drink raw. Straight up. I said, man, bro. Like Zachariah, the messenger of that boy. Yahweh messenger, you heard me? That's Dyson.
Now, his attorney is on record saying, oh, y'all got it wrong. He switched out the cough syrup for some harmless juice while bragging that he's sipping it raw, right? Because we know they use cough syrup to make lean, right? Because cough syrup, I don't even need to go down this road with y'all. No, he's from Florida, Janae. I am from Miami. He's from up in Broward County, Pompano area, okay? That's where he's from. I am from Miami, state of Miami-Dade, city of Miami, being the capital city of the state of Miami-Dade. He's from the state of Florida, Broward County, Florida, up in the city of Pompano, over there by Ely High School and stuff like that. Don't make him part of my people. No. We, the delegation of Miami-Dade County, the state of Miami-Dade, do not claim these people. Yeah, they use the codeine cough syrup. And you're actively drinking this while you're driving, right? That be the human cockroach if you Kodak Black if you need him. These are your people. These are your people. And the fact that you have women fighting themselves to have this man enter their body. They fight themselves and each other to have this man enter their body. I just want you to wrap your hands around that. The likes of that man right there is who women are in these streets, not streets, but streets, fighting each other over to have him enter their body. I just want y'all to wrap y'all brains around that. Just so you know. Get him off the street. Did you just get out of jail, sir? Like you just got out of jail. This is why some of these people, they need to just keep up in there. He's a pariah. Jesus God. Let me move on. Malik Beasley finds himself in the news. So now he managed to escape a federal gambling investigation. However, the NBA said, nah, bruh, bring that ass here. A league spokesperson confirmed the ongoing investigation. Their sources are saying that the investigation stems from suspicious gambling activity flagged during the 23-24 basketball season. At least one sports book reportedly noticed strange betting patterns involving Beasley's rebound totals earlier that year. The NBA's concerns echo details from a federal investigation conducted by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York. The probe led to multiple guilty pleas in a gambling scheme linked to former player Jonte Porter. While Beasley's name came up, his attorney Steve Haney made it clear his client wasn't a target. Well, your client is a target now, and they're wondering whether or not you were there was some shenanigans in terms of betting on your own games. Now, sir, you might end up going down the road of Pete Rose. You might end up banned from the game of basketball, like Pete Rose was banned from the game of baseball for betting on his own games. We'll have time to keep looking into this, sir. We don't have the time to keep going back and forth. Sir, I'm sure they'll do their due diligence on seeing what you did over there, sir. Real quick here, in more good news, uh, Elon Musk is no longer the richest man on earth. And many people are saying it may be a direct effect from all of his fuck shit that he had going on earlier this year and last year with Donald John, Doge, and all of that. So now, officially, Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison has now become the richest man on earth. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. His net worth jumped by over $100 billion in just 24 hours, marking the largest single day wealth gain ever recorded. The leap pushed his fortune to nearly $395 billion, edging out Elon Musk, who sits around $384 billion. And that's according to Bloomberg's billionaire index. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here we are. I really don't care about these people. Go to hell. We almost out of here, y'all. I know I'm way over. We almost out of here. Publishers Clearinghouse is in the news. Now, those of us of a certain age, we remember all of the Publishers Clearinghouse commercials where you had to, fill out the little things and order the little magazines and stuff, and then you would be entered into the drawing where you could win all of these millions and millions of dollars, and you got this lifetime. You would win these millions of dollars for the rest of your life or whatever. Well, they filed for bankruptcy, right? And in their filing for bankruptcy, it's looking like they can't pay the people that they're supposed to pay for the rest of their life. They Publishers Clearinghouse, the sweepstakes company, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy back in April. The new owners, ARB Interactive, have taken over since then. But they say that they're only going to honor prizes awarded after July 15th, 2025. Again, they're only honoring prizes awarded after July 15th of this year. One winner, 61-year-old John Wiley, had been collecting $260,000 annually since winning in 2012. He says he was never warned that the checks would stop. He said, quote, "Why didn't someone give me a heads up? Hey, we're going out of business. It's not a good way to treat anyone," end of quote, he said. For winners Matthew and Tamar Viach, both disabled Army veterans who won in 2021, the sudden stop has caused serious emotional and financial distress. Matthew said, quote, "It's cruel. It's worse to say you'll get this thing and your life will change forever, and then say, oh, but sorry, no, it's not," end of quote. Former VP Daryl Lester, who spent nearly 50 years at Publishers Clearinghouse, had some hard-earned advice. He said, quote, "If you win, take the lump sum," end of quote. VP Daryl Lester, Mr. Lester, you may not want to walk out your house because I think them people might try and find you and fuck you up. They gonna fuck you up. You over there talking about something. Yeah, take the lump sum. Really, bitch? Them people gonna go find you and fuck you up. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I'd be mad too. Y'all better have armed security when y'all walk out the house. Cause the way they're gonna come fuck you up. These people say they need some answers. Oh well. In our last story of the day, now y'all listen. I watched the interview. It was like 11 minutes long. I posted it down to the members only chat. It was nothing to see here. We read through all of the details of the allegations from the lawsuit in an earlier video a couple months ago, like a month or two ago. We didn't get any new information. We got nothing new. No new information. I mean, I'll play a snippet of it and y'all tell me whether or not he sounds credible. Here's a snippet of it.
Can you explain that first alleged incident?
I got into bed and then I noticed that he climbed into bed with me as well and started rubbing my leg. And I jumped up out of bed. Unless someone's been through something where they have their control over their bodies taken away, you don't really understand the kind of feelings that you get in that moment.
Can one of the hall monitors go find that go get the link and put it in the chat for me, please? Can one of the hall monitors go and find the link and put it in the chat just in case somebody want to watch the full video. Listen, now let's be clear. I believe him. I believe all parts of what he said. I absolutely believe him. But my point is, he ain't give us no new information. I don't know if he was leading him on, because this ain't the first allegation that came out of the Tyler Perry camp. And a lot of the stuff that we read makes sense. But listen, Tyler, you got to stop touching people. You got enough money to pay for a good escort, okay? I'm just saying, Tyler. But that's my point, Tarshell. He knew Tyler was hitting on him and everything. Tyler, you are a billionaire with a B. You are a part of the 3 Comma Club. You have to understand and know people gonna come at you. You ain't have no NDA. You ain't have none of this shit. You over here just touching and feeling on people and stuff. Tyler, you got to be smarter than that. He do have a type. Listen, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I mean, the man went on video. Whether or not he sounds credible or not, yeah, Tyler was real sloppy with it. I mean, you just real sloppy with it, Tyler. I forgot which chat it was in, down to the members only chat. I think it was in Celebrity T. Go look at the Celebrity T chat. I think that's where it was in the members only chat. See if somebody could put it in the can one of the hall monitors go to the Celebrity T section of the members only chat and put the link to the full interview in the chat, if one of the hall monitors could do that for me, please. Listen, I'm interested to see the I want this to make it all the way to court. I want all parts of this court case. Please be clear. We will be over here covering the court case. Will. Absolutely. If Tyler ends his ass up in court with this man descended from the Caucasus Mountain, we'll be right over here reporting on all of it, all of the gory details. Yeah, we went through the salation. Like, it was real sloppy. Those text messages, and he admitted to sexually assaulting the man in those text messages. He admitted to doing things to that man. Child, Tyler, you was real sloppy. You was real sloppy. Yeah, we need all the cameras in the courtroom and everything. We do. Anyway, that's the dossier for today. That's the dossier for today. Listen, y'all, did y'all enjoy yourself today? It was a great day, wasn't it? A great day. A great day. A great time. Did y'all enjoy yourselves today? If you enjoy yourself, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like the video. Share the video out. And if you feel so inclined, Donate to the platform. Donate to the platform. I'm just saying. Donate to the platform. We trying to keep the lights on around these parts. Put a shondo in the chat if you enjoyed yourself. A time was had, Tarshell. A time was had. We sure had a good time. I got to get y'all over to Really Be, though. She gonna cuss me out, and she's right for cussing me out. But we had to celebrate today, y'all. We had some celebrations to do. And so Really Be, I will allow y'all to go over there and tell Really Be I made y'all late. Let her cuss me all the way out. It's okay. Because we needed that. And we had to take that time. We had to take some time to take it all in and soak it all in. Okay. We had to take some time to soak it all in. Yeah. Cha. Yeah. Anyway. Really, Brian Fontenot? Charlie Kirk's been pronounced dead? Oh. Oh. How my heart is bleeding. I mean, but then again, that's what hearts do. They kind of bleed all day. I'm just saying. Brian wanted us to know that Charlie Kirk is dead. Oh. Oh. My heart bleeds. Oh. Oh. Girl. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to get y'all over to Really Be. Thank y'all so much for being over here. As I always said, I love y'all. I love all y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They're much obliged and much appreciated. We had over 100 people in here at some point, and so hopefully y'all hit the subscribe button. Hopefully y'all shared the video out and stuff like that. We do this every day. We have a great time, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat station to do it all over again and really go in on some more stories, y'all. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Oh, that's how you feel, Mr. Fontenot. Oh, ooh, looks like you looks like one of my hall monitors took care of you. The hall monitors don't play around. I don't know why these people feel like they won't get handled. Anyway, y'all, we got to get over to Really Be, y'all. Thank y'all so much for indulging me today. I love y'all so much. I thank y'all so much for everything y'all do for me around these parts. I'm about to get out of here. Go over. We going over to Really Be's chat, and we about to have a good time over there. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I love y'all. I will see y'all later.